As you notice, as you enter inside the canyon, the temperature will drop to a cool temperature. Inside the canyon, you see a lot of rock formations like this right here. Some visitors, they see a face, like a chin, mouth closed, nose, eyes, and hair. Kind of like a tree trunk, and how like lumberjacks count how old a tree is. In the same way we can do with this wall right here. But we don't count every single individual line that we see on the wall. Rather, we just count these. This is what we label as the bounding surface right here. This is one sand dune. And above it is the second sand dune. The second sand dune is built from this portion right here all the way to right here. And then a third sand dune is built right on top of it. Like pancakes, it's all sand dunes being built upon sand dunes. Going through a process known as lithification. Intense weight, heavy weight would be placed on top. And then at the same time too, whatever moisture is still inside the sand dunes or in this rock formation, it cements itself to whatever is around it. The big group, the big family, the fort, would be like a group photo right here. Group photo. Look at that.
group photo.
Stand about like right.
아, 여기 있으래. 그룹 하나씩? 같이? 그룹.
Is when this room was everybody's that is here right now. 1934 is when the two young girls entered inside the slot canyon to see what we see right now. Back then, though, this floor was, I would say, about maybe like 10 meters higher, so about 30 feet. Everything inside this room is all been carved out naturally. All natural. Lower Entelrop캐년, that's where you can find like stairs and ladders.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. Behind us in this direction over here, we see three images. We see what above us is the weeping eye,
Oh,
the
yeah.
hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Below the rock,
Yeah.
right in front of us where we came in from, is what we label as the flame or the candle.
Okay.
The one to the right hand side of it, this wall right here,
Yep.
is what we label as the backbone of the canyon. Between upper and lower, we still do tours inside this canyon when the water is coming inside. So like we've done tours inside this canyon when a hurricane from California broke off and made its way this way. I was right where that group in front of us was at, August 13th. 2:57, I believe. The storm went right above us and began to pour quite a lot. Most expensive photograph I shot was like I've done tours inside the canyon as the Russian water was entering inside as well. This one's at upper. This one's at upper. This one's at lower. This down and lower, though, is a lot dangerous than here at upper. Here at upper, we have a tremendous amount of time to exit the canyon, while lower, you have to walk up 6 flights of stairs that go above 10 meters. This room right here is where the world's most expensive photo was photographed back in 2000. That was
여기 쓰래. 그 쓰래. 자, 찍어요. 됐어. 됐어.
The group of four would be like another group photo right here.
Okay.
Look at that.
이리 와. 어디? 여기. 뒤에. 자, 사진 찍어준대. 저기 가이드. 땡큐.
So,
많이 쓰는 게 좋아. 자, 서.
down here is very spacious, but up there it's more enclosed. This room right here is known as the cathedral, the biggest room inside the canyon. We're soon going to enter inside the bear's den.
오, 가장
And the two right here first. We'll step back. You're good.
I see. 오, 그거 보지 마. 또.
Magu. This room right here is known as the bear's den. So in Navajo, it would be called Shashkogan in the native language, Navajo language. We can't see the bear right here whatsoever, not until we get a little bit closer to the wall over there. Over there, we'll look up in that direction and then we'll photograph the bear. It is the image of a black bear, though. This canyon is about 40 miles toward the southeast in that direction. Black bears live over there. Slot canyons back in the day before the 19th century, slot canyons were meant for important people in the Navajo tribe, like doctors. Doctors would go inside these slot canyons and do like arbors and band-aids, spiders. Not only band-aids and like medical supplies, but also herbs and wildlife plants. One of the main active ingredients to anti-cancer-fighting medications comes from a plant right outside.
지금은 못 들었어.
The white sugar. The plant that is kind of like psychedelics, like you consume it just the way it is, you're gonna die. We had to incorporate other ingredients, other plants as well. The fork with the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll stand about like right.
Thank you. 재밌어? 들어야겠다. 그런 거
Then the big
잘 나오나 이렇게?
자, 여기 봐. 사람들 나오다 어쩔 수 없어. 야.
Most of the sand level fluctuates. There have been some caves where the sand level has risen up quite a lot, and there have been other caves where big ginormous storms, like the hurricane one, would drop a tremendous amount of water to the southeast and take out about maybe 1 to no more than 5 meters of sand out of these slot canyons. That's a lot of sand.
현수를 찍어줘야지. 현수 맞지?
But unfortunately, you don't get to see them in their original state when they first got buried underneath a tremendous amount of sand. These are what we label as calcium deposits. Calcium deposits usually detach off the canyon wall when enough water erodes around it, pops off. At our neighboring canyon at Lower, they have a lot of these calcium deposits all over their canyon. Not only that, but they have 4 fossilized footprints left by a velociraptor dinosaur down there as well, right at the end of the plateau. Since this canyon is shaped very deep, the floor is very far away from the ceiling. The floor is like this. We are down here and we're walking upwards. It's a very small incline. The neighboring canyon, it's not like that whatsoever. It's like this. So there's locations below us where it's like big pockets, big ginormous pockets. But you can't see it because it's all packed in with a lot of dirt. That canyon down there requires extreme maintenance. Water pumps, 5-gallon buckets. About 40 other coworkers of mine, we enter inside the slot canyon and we manually pan the water out, scoop by scoop. It takes about 5 to 7 hours. And remember, Lower Antelope Canyon is 400 meters. This is what I mean. For a good 4 miles, you have to do this. Sometimes inside this canyon down here, since it's shaped like this, there's a lot of areas where it's very deep, where I can't even go in. If I misplace my step, whoop, disappear.
Oh.
No quicksand or anything like that, but I'll really disappear.
이야.
This is what we call the mummy. The mummy or
와, 빛이 들어오는 거 봐요. 와, beautiful.
Right up there, though, hundreds and thousands of years ago, that was our version of band-aids right there. So if you were to cut yourself against the canyon wall, or maybe a brush against a bush and it begins to bleed, that is what a now medicine man would acquire. He would do his best to look for the cleanest one, though, cleanest one. The chemical reaction happens when spider webs are applied to an open wound where blood's coming out. The blood then begins to clot up, preventing the blood from coming out. Although, like me. Varies for each tour company. For our tour company that you guys booked with, it happened on 2 occasions. The main reason is because people back in the past used to live in cremated ashes with their loved ones. The group 4 would be like
If you into those lines, they spiral upwards. That's why we call that opening.
But my report will be patient, okay? Around the corner, just tap it, but it's a bit blocked, okay? In the meantime, I'm gonna photograph a photo of us. This is the heart.
헐. 오, 예. 헐.
와.
You can see with the camera.
와. 카메라로 찍을 수 보이는 거죠.
Camera. 3. Change this down. 3.
All right, come over here, Mike.
Good. I'm doing another one. All good. Now, this next photo, stand a bit more like right here.
Thank you.
Now, 1 second. And then boss, we'll take a big step back this way. Take a very small step forward. Small. I like that. Now, big step this one. Good. Little more.
디테일을 내려.
Now, 1 second. Okay, stay. Some sand's gonna fall down, so be very careful. Okay. A lot of these right here will fall down, but they're all gonna land like right here.
오케이. 좀 모래 떨어질 거니까 조심해. 그냥 가만히 있어요.
Camera.
카메라.
That's all my rocks over there. I usually dig them out of the ground.
그 모래를 떨어뜨리네. 그래가지고 던져가지고.
아 여기 있네. 여기도 있네.
아이씨. 저 우리 저리 나가야 되나? 가지고.
And so guys, here we have the third chamber, also known as the heart of the
자,
kingdom. So where the
모래 떨어지는 폼하고 있어요.
and also there's also a photo of the heart you'll see. But this is actually the only area so this canyon was the only ever produced like for Britney Spears. You know, Britney Spears came here and she made a music video called "I Had a Girl, I Had a Woman," and she was sitting on this layer.
포인트를 안 해.
Like right there. And so
자,
we're
자,
gonna
모래
get
떨어져.
she was walking through the canyon with water coming through it. So ideally, you didn't want to be here when there's water, but
더 많이 와.
아, 그래가 모래를 떨어뜨리게 하네. 그래가 사진을 찍어줘요. 와.
Folks, we'll make our way around the corner. We'll make our way down this hallway. The canyon will now lose its volume and now be a little bit more narrow. In the very beginning of this entire slot canyon, there used to be one solid piece of rock. Beneath a tremendous amount of loose sand like this. This sand would act like the heavy weight right on top of the rock, squeezing out any type of moisture or air pockets that are locked inside of this. Now, eventually though, the rock would be exposed to outdoor elements and their temperatures. This rock, it fluctuates with very hot temperatures dramatically going down to very cold temperatures. This right here is what develops when that happens. These hairline fractures right here. After this develops, it is also known as another cycle, as the ice cycle. It begins inside of these narrow hairline fractures. Water would enter inside, that water would freeze with the surrounding environment around it, with this wall. The next day, when it heats up, pops, the ice, it cracks, making the inside of this rock extend a little bit further inside. Out here, this is what we're only limited to. But when that happens, it allows water and wind to go back, carve out and grab whatever was broken, pull it out, and that process would repeat itself.
So is this dangerous? Like, can it break off?
Within my time of doing these slot canyon tours, no. Eventually, though, this canyon, that's going to be its demise. Just because the canyon is getting deeper and deeper and not getting wider. Formations like this, it'll lose its support and it will give way. Hopefully, not mature, though. Hopefully not.
다 들어와. 이 카메라는 다 들어와. 다 들어가. 빨개.
Now, my group members, folks, to show you now, 4 inches of water would fill up nearly 40 meters. Can you believe that? 40 meters. The water has to come 15, no more than 25 miles away. This is what the terrain looks like up there. On the riverbed, this floor that we're walking on is known as Antelope Wash. Antelope Wash is this. On this riverbed, there's a total of 97 slot canyons, 97. But out of those 97, only 8 of them are operated like what we're doing right now, that allow people to go inside of them and tour through. But all the water has to develop right up here. And with all these finger canyons or slot canyons, it all funnels down into this direction right here. So we get the full force of it. Where we are in this map, we are nowhere near up here. We are way, way down here. That's the road. We're around like right here. Now, this is what it looks like. August 13th, oh no, August 2nd, 2013. Our biggest storm ever recorded. We captured. And this is where I get that little 4 inches of water. 1997, from the early 90s to 97, this location was not free, of course, but it was self-guided at one point in time. As long as you had $8 in a four-wheel drive truck, you were able to come to the slot canyon back in the 90s to 97. But 97 is when everything would change. Unfortunately, what you see right here, a group of 12 people were caught in something just like this inside the neighboring canyon lower. The outcome, unfortunately, 11 people would lose their lives. The only person to survive was their own personal tour guide.
Oh my God. Wow.
The tree log, by Navajo Nation Parks and Rec, what they say, that was placed inside the canyon the same year that tragic accident happened. It was placed up there naturally, though, by flash flood waters. So this can give us a good visual of how high the water levels can reach inside a single plateau. If all the weather conditions are correct, though. So after the water comes through, I kind of already showed you what we do inside a lower Antelope Canyon by like panning out all the water. So, panning out the water like that. Once we remove as much water as we can, getting it down to this, we have to exit the canyon, go by the neighboring sand dunes, and we gotta throw all that dirt back inside. During this time, though, I'm in a harness, strapped against the canyon wall, and I have a broom. I just rappel over the edge, go by these ledges right here, and just sleep out in the sand. So that way, when it gets windy and it dries, we're not over the canyon covering our eyes the whole entire time. This right here, since it's the darkest, is also the deepest point inside the single slot canyon. Some people say we're about 120 feet above our heads from the floor to the very, very top. Or roughly around 43 meters. The tree logs, though, is what the Navajo tribe would use to build their traditional homes. Traditional homes to Navajo people, they always had two: a summer home and a winter home. Materials like this would be found inside these slot canyons or around these plateaus. Hogans is what they're called in Navajo. It's kind of like a hexagon, though. But back when pioneers, photographers were first entering inside these slot canyons and photographing it, they would have to sometimes carve footholes in the canyon walls so that way they could get a different angle of it. And that's one of them. piece of land that we're on right now, it's sovereignty territory. It is the biggest Indian reserve in the whole United States. It's not the biggest tribe though. The Navajo reservation goes into 3 different states. And they look like this. Oh, there we go. This is my Navajo reservation. These are the tribes that we have around us. The Kaibab Indians. We have the Hopi people that live directly right in the middle of our territory. Over here, Zunis, Utes, Southern Utes. In the state of Arizona, there are a total of 28 indigenous tribes like the Navajo people. Only 22 of them, though, only 22 are federally recognized, meaning we get aid from the federal government. You see that? You see how Page is kind of built like that? Page in the very beginning was a part of Navajo Reservation. 1957 though, the federal government came to our land and gave us a unique deal, a very unique deal. It's called a land swap. We exchanged 24.3 square miles of territory, and that's the reason why that looks like that. In exchange, my tribe got the same amount of land back, but it was located in Utah, in a location called Athens, Utah, and that is where the Navajo tribe sells a tremendous amount of oil, because there's oil fields over there. This photo right here, we used to call it the butterfly wings, but this is when the ground level was a lot higher. We used to have people sit on the wall right there, but like I mentioned, when the ground level was a lot higher. As of today now, kind of really don't see the butterfly wings or the angel heart. Rather, we see a big old bird, kind of like where she's standing at right there. You would want to use your wide angle lens and hold it sideways, and then you would see where the light is shining down. It kind of looks like a bird. Birds inside the Slot Canyon, though, it range from I'm not too sure if a bat's a bird, but we do get bats inside the canyon. Crows, ravens, we call them goggies in Navajo. And then one of the worst birds that we have around here, or maybe not the worst bird, but in a Navajo mind's perspective, us Navajo people can't admire owls, can't look at owls.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's like our version of the Grim Reaper. So, well, it brings bad, traditions, but it brings bad luck. Other tribes, like in California, they see the owl like a good symbol, like good luck. Back then, the Navajo people would go and encounter an owl. They would literally have a ceremony done with them. 4 days though, 4-day ceremony. The hallway that we're entering inside of right now is what we label as nature's hallway, just because of all the vegetation that leads up to this single location. Inside the hallway, we are going to see what National Geographic did back in 1997 to no later than 2009. Now the Navajo Reservation don't like them. They don't like National Geographic. I say 2009 because this is the last time they were inside of Upper Antelope Canyon. Well, this one's Lower Antelope Canyon, but that year they would visit both plateaus, photograph both plateaus. But here at Upper, since the formation is more like a triangle, very wide at the base, they were trying to make an educational video inside the Slot Canyon and how it came to the way it be right now. Maybe the natural compression, heavy weight, squishing this rock for about no more than 195 million years. Or wind erosion, plateau, making it the way that we see right now. They had permission from the tribal government to record that video inside this single canyon. What they did not have permission to do, and what would be their downfall, they decided it was a smart idea to drill 5 cameras into the walls.
Wow.
You can touch it too. You're gonna notice that it's not that deep at all.
That's not that deep.
That's 97 or 2009. I think 2009 though. These holes back then though, during that time frame, that year, these holes were never as low as where they are right now, of course. They were way above our head.
Oh, really?
They underestimated the speed and strength of the storm. So when the water entered inside the canyon, they thought it was going to stay below the cameras, but the water level kept on creeping up, and eventually it would hit this.
They were
They're way up there at one point. But the ground level just kept on rising up within over the years.
뭐라는 거야?
Water entered into the canyon, swept away all their equipment.
그래서 내 녹음을 다
They were
하잖아.
fined at the end of the day for every hole that they drilled on the canyon wall.
야, 이거 멋있다.
And take video, yeah. That's alright. I think it's alright. Oh, yep, no crack screen. Yeah.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
time
that's
National
good.
Geographic was here, they were here to witness the tribe, the Navajo tribes, our major revenue not crumble, but blew up. Controlled demolition. My tribe, we used to have the West Coast at our fingertips, selling a tremendous amount of power to them. Recent elections between Biden and Trump, Biden went more green, along with the states too. This was our fossil fuel power plant. This was the biggest power plant on the western side of this country too. But since the tribe didn't have a lot of investors to invest into it, the vibration when this fell, a piece of the rock in our Rattlesnake Canyon fell with it as well. Big old chunk of rock. That power plant was all run by coal though. It was a coal power plant. Power would be distributed to California, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. Also, it would be shot down toward the Colorado River, and there was terminals down there that would suck out the water to nearby farms. That's also where the power went to. We can do a photo right here too. The whole way until the other side.
Come back this way. Picture. When I move a little bit this way so we don't see those other people from the other countries. 1, 2, 3.
So where did you four cruise in from yesterday? You guys come from Utah? Oh, How about before page? Where were you guys at before page? Oh, okay. We'll step right back over there. Was it the north rim or south rim?
South.
South? Okay, okay. Oh, so you guys, as you guys were driving toward this direction, you probably noticed along the road that the scenery would go from like this color, the sand itself, going to more like darkish grayish. That right there is actually kind of like deposits. Back in the 30s, all the way to the 90s, this region right here was used as uranium. A tremendous amount of uranium was taken out of this region, and where that highway was built, that's where they placed a lot of that deposits, where they were digging out of the ground. All those mounds you see right there, that's what it was. What?
사진 찍어준다.
There you go. So, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more. Over here. Is that okay? Yep. Alright. My group of 4 will step right around the corner. 3, you okay still?
여기서 오케이.
Wait. Three, two, one. We'll do one more. Regular size photo.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The photo directly right above us is what we label as the wall of fire. The wall of fire was featured in a magazine back in 1996. The company that would introduce this photo would be known as Arizona.
주름 잡아서 주름 잡아서
그거 다 잡혀있어. 아, 나오지. 이거는 다 나와, 이봐. 짱, 이게 한 개만 더 하면은. 완전히 나왔어.
tremendous amount of minerals.
이제 말 밟고 버스 같아.
Like all the light, all that glitter. Dolomite is reflecting on a much more bigger scale because the sun itself is shining on somewhere on this side of the rock around the corner above us. When that happens though, these walls work like two big mirrors. The sunlight will just bounce back and forth. And eventually it causes those kind of colorations over there on that side of the wall. Or like how you see on my
저 주름 잡힌.
다 잡혀. 이 정도면 다 잡혀. 이 정도면. 그지? 와, 상자 쏙. 우와.
Really go to the back of the line, this way I get the Okay, let's do it quickly because we got one.
이거는
When it floods, two levels. The first level is all the sandy silt. All of this right here, all of this combined inside the water flow, it is going well over 15 miles an hour inside these type of slot canyons. So these are all like little pellets going roughly around 30 to almost 45 miles an hour. These all slam against the canyon wall, including these ones as well, and also larger pieces of sandstone as well. Since these are made along the canyon walls, they create these. Boom, boom, boom. All of that. Yeah, and recent flood placed that up there too. Camera? So, the photo, we call it the wave. The wave photo was photographed back in 97 to 99 by a photographer known as Michael Batelli. Michael Batelli would auction the photo off. He didn't get any buyers for the first couple of years, so I marinated for a little bit. Microsoft Windows, though, it would find this photo very attractive, and this is the photo that you would see on that Windows 7 update, or at least that launch right here. How he photographed it, though, is right here.
Okay, look this way. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
This is the wave. Sold for $1.6 million. In the original photo, though, that tree log's not there. So, would we like one last photo right here? Do that.
We can. Could you take two?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. 두 명.
More on this side.
This side. 오.
And then more back against the wall. Ooh, right there.
와.
3, 2, 1. We do one more. 3, 2, 1. Same camera?
Yeah, same camera.
쌤 카메라.
3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. This next one, looking outside.
아니,
Good. On our heads, looking outside. There we go, like that. Now hold it though. Wait. Don't move. Don't move. Ah, there we go. Good job.
Thank you.
Of course.
자, 우리
I will photograph a regular size photo first, though. Yeah. For this photo, just make sure we don't move. Good. One more now. One more. But with this one, folks, we'll look right at the camera. Camera. It's the same spot. About 1 minute. This is market. But ladies, it's good though. Thank you.
That log there is only a little over a month old.
Thank you.
My group members, folks, this is the opposite side of this plateau. It's not on the tour yet, just because this is how it's going.
저기 갖고 라이트 갖고 다 조절하는.
그거 할 줄 알잖아. 우리는 못 하잖아.
아, 우리는 못하잖아. 좋았어. 오케이.
예.
And during that time, we're doing a lot of work.
저쪽에서 이쪽으로. 저쪽에서 이쪽으로.
오케이.
고마워. 저거.
그건 그리 예쁘게 안 나오네. 예쁘게 안 나오네. 됐습니다.
매형 이쪽으로.
아, 촬영 기사 한다고 나 정신 없어.
야,
스마일.
잠깐만.
다 온 거야?
거기서 사진 찍. 아직 안 끝났다. 이게 무궁무진해. 기능을
여기서
진짜 잘 찍어. 아니 조절을
응, 잘하더라고.
아니 그냥 엄청 다양한 기능을 다 조절해서 다 찍고.
아는 거라.
그 사람은 그 전문인데. 우리는
오,
아직
현수야, 여기서 봐. 여기서 봐. 사람 안 나올 때.
이봐. 이게 얼마나 멋지냐.
야야야야.
예, 멋있다.
누나 빨리 나가. 빨리 가봐. 빨리. 나와.
같이.
나와. 독사진. 둘이 찍고. 고모 찍어야 돼. 누나 가운데. 그렇지. 오씨. 오, 하나, 둘, 한 번 더. 굿. 아, 현수 찍어봐.
얼굴 찍자.
가만있어.
그래.
고모도 가세요. 빨리. 고모. 누나. 고모. 빨리.
아니, 여기서
누나
이렇게 봐.
고모하고.
여기서 이렇게 봐. 이쪽에서 이렇게.
그래.
이게 더 멋있어.
오, 괜찮네. 상반신. 하나, 둘, 봐. 그렇죠.
됐습니다. 됐어요.
Well, my group members, folks.
No, welcome, guys. You got my idea.
당신 29점 하나